Today I want to walk you through how to create a LinkedIn profile. If this is your first time to try to create a LinkedIn profile, this will be a step-by-step guide. If you already have a LinkedIn profile and you want to learn how to enhance your profile, this will provide some pointers for you. So if you go to the LinkedIn website, linkedin.com, you'll click Join Now, and you'll put in your email and password. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Once I put in my email and password, it will ask for a security check. Sometimes it will be a puzzle, sometimes it will be a text message to your cell phone. So I'm going to click verify, and I have to do the selecting the image that is the correct way up. So now it will ask me for my information. Since I was using a Gmail account, it already selected my name, and then for most recent job title, I'll put in physical therapist and select full-time. And the most recent company, I'll put the company that I was with the last time. So I was with TheraCare Home Health Services. Select continue. And you can select whether you're looking for a new job. For most of you, that's going to be yes. I'll go ahead and select not now. And it will ask for my region, my location, postal code, and then I'm going to go ahead and skip because I don't want to get a whole bunch of emails from LinkedIn. So it will start out giving me some people that I might want to connect with. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. And then I'm going to add a photo. I went ahead and selected a stock photo because this is just really for the purposes of how to create a LinkedIn profile. So in this case, I added a stock photo from a website that it was just a man that was smiling. So you can make changes to this. You can zoom in if you want to. You can crop the picture and make filters. I would just say that you want the picture to take up at least about 60% of that circle, and then you want it to be a picture that's smiling and it's just you. And you can change the visibility if you want certain people to only see it, if you just want it to be the people that are connected to you, your network, LinkedIn members, or you can make it to where anybody can look at it. At this point, I'm just going to put it to all LinkedIn members. But I would say if you're searching for a job, it's a good idea to make it public so that anyone can look at it if they need to research and make sure that you're the correct person that they're looking for. So I'll save the photo, and I'll go ahead and click continue. And you can have the app sent to your phone. I'll just have it text to me. Actually, I'll skip that. So it has some suggestions for different companies to follow. I'm just going to select finish, and now I have a profile that's been started, and we'll go through the different things that you need to do to make your profile stand out. We created our LinkedIn profile, but we're going to go over some of the different things that we can show from the website. On the LinkedIn profile, if you didn't have it from a Gmail account, then you would put in your name. I would say, from what I've read, it's best to not have your credentials in your name. I know when I first started, I was told you should put your credentials, but from what others I've read and listened to, they said to just have your name. And then underneath that is going to be your headline. We'll go over how to edit your headline. You want the headline to be different keywords from job descriptions that you're applying for, and you want to list the skills and specialties that you have. So those are different things that you would oftentimes have in your resume. This is just a way that people can be able to search and find you. You have up to 220 characters that you can put in that headline. You want to avoid using the default, which will just provide, as you'll see, your title and the company that you work for. So let's go back to LinkedIn. On our LinkedIn page, we'll go up to Me and select View Profile. Here we can make adjustments. Automatically, the default's going to put my name, my title, and where I work. You can make those changes by clicking the edit symbol. So I have my name, and the headline, you want to change it to where you have those different keywords that you're looking for the job that you're wanting to apply. So if you type in physical therapist, and then I like to hit the vertical line, so hit shift in that vertical line. And then if I'm wanting to do utilization review, then I'll type in utilization review, and then different keywords that might be in the profile or in the job description that you're looking for. You'll put in Medicare and documentation, and you can go on and on. You have up to 220 characters. You can make those adjustments to whatever fits the jobs that you're looking for. And you can just have the company that you're with. You can actually choose not to have that company if you don't want it to be shown. And then you can add in your education. So you'll search for the different schools that you went to and what degree you got. And then the dates, if you wanted to have those dates, you don't have to. All that's really required is the school, and you can hit save. And we save that, it shows up here. And then what we'll do is make some other edits. We've worked on the name and the headline. As I said before, you want to have your profile photo take up 60% of the frame. You want it to be a high resolution picture. Ideally, you want it to not be a selfie or a picture that's cropped with someone else. You just want it to be a smiling picture of yourself that looks professional. And then the background, you're wanting to, I'll show you how to add the background. You want to avoid busy photos. You can use Canva. You can use the free version of Canva and edit your background however you want. It's been recommended to avoid using stock photos. I actually did use one of the stock photos that LinkedIn had recommended, but they say that if you want it to stand out, you don't want to use those stock photos. So we'll go back to LinkedIn. In order to change the background, you'll click this camera and you can select the different images that they have. Like I said, the recommendations have been to avoid really busy photos. What I would do, I selected something that I had from Canva. I'll go ahead and upload that. And so I had created this on Canva that was meant to be for John Doe. It ended up using my name because I was unable to create a LinkedIn profile without being asked for a phone number, so I had to use another Gmail account that I had. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And you can have it however you want, but at least that's not really busy. Of all the sections in LinkedIn, I think the About section is, at least for the first time, an intimidating section because it's just a big blank space, really. And you can have up to 2,600 characters. It's really your summary of who you are. And from what I've read and listened to, the first 200 to 300 characters are the most important. That's what most people are going to read. In it, you can use first person. You can use I, me, mine, myself, and my. When you're talking about yourself, it's your profile. Think of it as your elevator pitch. This is you pitching yourself to other employers as to why you're the best candidate. I would recommend going to JobScan. JobScan has some different LinkedIn summary examples if you're looking for some ideas. In the About section, you want to state who you are, what you've accomplished, some of your strengths, and why you are seeking your new career endeavor. And then it's good to use keywords from the job postings that you're interested in applying for. To create an About section, you'll go to this Add Profile section, and each different part you can add your about, your education, your position, your skills. We'll go to Add About, and it's just this blank box. Like I said, you can go to JobScan and look at their website for different recommendations. What I would do, based on this webinar that I watched from Professor Heather Austin, she has a great YouTube channel. You can go ahead, I'm going to paste some of the different things that you want to make sure to include in your About section. So you want to have an opening statement. A suggested opening statement is to say that your passion is, and whatever your passion is, and talk about why that is your passion, and then say who you work closely with. And then you want to have it in small paragraphs. Try to avoid having more than 5-6 sentences in a paragraph. Then in another paragraph, you can talk about the stages of your career and something that's unique about yourself at the very end, something personal that has nothing to do with your professional life. And then you can select professional career highlights. Now, one thing that is weird about LinkedIn, they don't have a way to put in bullets. So you can either copy and paste a bullet symbol, or you can put in whatever you want. If you wanted to put dashes, I would recommend finding a bullet that you like and then copying and pasting that in there. Put in expertise with the keywords from the companies that you want to apply. to their jobs, and then a call to action. Once you've filled in the About section, you can click Save, and then we're going to discuss the other aspects of your profile that you can edit. The other things that you want to add to your LinkedIn profile is to put in your background. That includes your experience, your education, license and certifications, and volunteer experience. In your experience, you want to include all the jobs and put in job responsibilities and objective achievements. At the very least, you want to list out your jobs, and then you're going to then add your skills. We'll go to the LinkedIn profile again. If I click the Add Profile section, then I can add education and put in the different places that I've been to. You do have to have, at the very least, the school that you attended. I'll add my bachelor's degree. Just hit save. And then I'll add my position. So you have to have your title, the company name, and your start date and end date. And then you'll add in your skills. So you can type in a lot of different skills. They'll provide some different recommended skills, but for your skills, ideally select ones that are in the job descriptions of the jobs that you're applying for. Now that you've put in all the things that you need in your LinkedIn profile, you want to make sure to edit your URL, that when they create your profile, they usually have your name and then a bunch of series of numbers, and to make it look more professional on your resume. And it also helps to show that you know what you're doing when it comes to LinkedIn. You want to edit that URL, and I'll show you how to do that. To edit the URL, you want to go to Edit Public Profile and URL. Click that, and then you'll click this edit symbol, and you can make adjustments however you want. So if I just wanted it to be my name, you can have it with dashes or without dashes, but I could put in Philip McGee PT, see if that will save, and that's actually available. And so the main thing is that you want it to be more succinct, and you don't want it to have those series of letters and numbers. It is up to you how you want your profile's visibility to be set at either public or to have it where certain information is restricted. You want to have it set for public for everything if you want to have more exposure to let people be able to find you. But if you have a job that you want to make sure that nobody is aware of your LinkedIn profile, or there's certain reasons, either personal or professional, that you don't want the information to be seen, you can edit those details, and I'll show you how to do that. On this right-hand side where we did the edit to the URL, you can change it to where your profile is either public or not public, but you can have it on public, and then you can select, we had talked about when we first put on the photo, what you want your profile photo to show. If you want it to be only first degree connections, people that you're essentially friends with on LinkedIn, or who your network is, up to 3 degrees away from you, meaning it's a friend of a friend, and You can have it to where it's only LinkedIn members, or you can have it to the public. I'll just go ahead and select public for now. And then you can have it where either your background photo, your headline summary, current experience with details, past experience with details, education with details. You can make those whether if you don't want it to show the details of your education or the details of your past experience, or I would recommend having your summary and headline to be public if you want people to be able to find who you are, but it's always your choice as to what you want that to be set at. Once you have the essential information in your LinkedIn profile, you can start to add people to your network. It's good to start with people that you already know, people that you've worked with in the past, or you're wanting to connect with people that are in jobs that you want to be in. And then you can research companies and try to connect with people that are key decision makers, whether that's a recruiter or a manager. You can go and start finding people that you want to work with. To begin adding connections, you'll want to click Join to Connect, and then you can start searching for people in the jobs that you want to apply for. So if I want to start looking for utilization review, I could search that, and I can start to find different people that do utilization review. Or if there's a certain company that you want to try to work for, I'll just put in Google. So there's different LinkedIn members that are with Google. You can go and click on them and add them to the different connections that you have. You can also follow different people, public people, companies, if that's what you want to be able to do. And then once you have your LinkedIn profile, you've created it, you can choose to post different things that are business related. You can try to message people and try to be able to connect with them directly. But here I've tried to show you how to have the essentials down in creating a first LinkedIn profile, or if you already have a LinkedIn profile, hopefully you've had some valuable tips on making your profile a little bit better. I appreciate you taking the time watching, and I wish you much success.